An internal fighting among 6 people could make Microsoft become one of the most powerful AI companies in the world. In November 2023, the company that developed ChatGPT, OpenAI, shocked everybody when it sacked its own co-founder and CEO, Sam Altman. According to OpenAI's official announcement, the board no longer has confidence in his ability to continue leading OpenAI. A storm soon broke within the company. Following that is a series of news popping up left and right, like a desk that is too messy with papers. To understand what's going on, I've pieced information together, and interestingly, I realized Microsoft could be the biggest winner of this OpenAI internal fight. Before I tell you why it is so, allow me to take a moment to thank the sponsor of today's video. With 2023 coming to an end, I'm sure most of you are coming up with your 2024 New Year's resolutions. And if being more active with your investment is one of it, I have something special for you. From now till 37th of December 2023, you will receive 1 free share of Palantir when you sign up and deposit 2,000 ringgit into your M+ Global Trading account. M+ Global is a global trading platform based in Malaysia with access to markets in the US and Hong Kong. You'll get to invest in stocks, warrants, ETFs, IPOs, bonds, and many more through their very user-friendly app. So not only you get to kickstart your investment journey, but you will also get one of my favorite shares, which is Palantir, for free. So claim your free Palantir shares using this link. More details in the description below. So on the 17th of November, there was a major shakeup in Silicon Valley. OpenAI board of directors had a closed-door meeting and concluded that Sam Altman was not consistently candid in his communications with the board, hindering its ability to exercise its responsibilities. They sent him a text on that afternoon asking him to join a call on Google Meet. Sam Altman joined the call, and this is when he was told he was being fired. I could only imagine the vulnerable position he was in when the news broke. He knew he was screwed. Even though he was the co-founder and CEO of OpenAI, he doesn't have any equity stakes in the company. So there was really nothing he could do since he didn't have any control on the board if anything turned against him. In the days following Sam Altman's shocking departure, more stories about OpenAI were exposed to the world. It turned out that OpenAI has an unusual corporate structure. In most cases, companies exist because business owners want to make a lot of money of it. But for OpenAI, their reason for existence is completely different. Their main objective is to develop AI technology that is safe and benefits all of humanity. While I respect them for such a noble cause, it is very hard for investors to accept that. Imagine OpenAI's structure like a waterfall. The board of directors sits at the top under a company called OpenAI Inc. Since OpenAI behaves more like a charity than a business, they have to find ways to raise funds. So they set up a different company at the bottom called OpenAI Global for investors to chip in their investments. OpenAI Global is the one that you hear about in the news when Sam Altman talks about ChatGPT developments and all that kind of stuff. Meanwhile, Microsoft has been struggling to fight head-on with Google on AI capabilities, as Google is far ahead with products like Google Assistants and things like that. When the opportunity came, Microsoft decided to take a stake in OpenAI to get their groundbreaking AI technology. So they put in $13 billion in AI Global. What's important here is that the ultimate decision makers of OpenAI are at the top. This means that OpenAI Global at the bottom, the entity where all the investors like Microsoft are in, they had no control or whatsoever in the decision-making process of the company. So that's the unique structure of OpenAI. From Microsoft's perspective, investing $13 billion in a company where it has no control over is a sign of desperation that they have to pursue AI technology in the Microsoft ecosystem. And indeed, since they initiated the investment, we are starting to see things like OpenAI's DALL-E 3 technology being integrated into Microsoft Paint app. It almost feels like magic where you can describe anything, say a banana bread full of nuts, and the AI will transform that description into a digital art. And that's just the beginning of the collaboration between the two companies. Microsoft has been providing OpenAI with the enormous computing power it needs to build its AI. Therefore, I'm sure when OpenAI builds something, the priority is for Microsoft first, others later. Nonetheless, having no control in OpenAI doesn't make Microsoft whole. When Microsoft later found out that Sam Altman was ousted, they did something really smart. Since he was the key personality in OpenAI, Microsoft decided to hire him directly to run an AI research lab for Microsoft. With that, number one, they would not be left in the dark with what is happening at the top of the waterfall. And number two, Sam Altman will be part of Microsoft, and whatever he develops will be Microsoft's property. Investors loved that move, sending Microsoft share price to all-time high. The good news didn't stop there. More than 700 of roughly 770 OpenAI employees have called on the company's board of directors to resign and join Sam Altman at Microsoft. It's the best that Microsoft could get to acquire the brightest talents in the AI industry. In just 5 days after the OpenAI saga, their board of directors have no choice but to restore Sam Altman as the CEO of OpenAI to prevent a brain drain crisis within the company. When he went back, the first thing he did was to get rid of the board who ousted him 5 days ago. 3 new board members have replaced them, but the new board lineup doesn't appear to be fully built yet. This is where Microsoft could possibly become the ultimate winner in the story. Negotiations are reportedly taking place to install board representations from Microsoft. If that happens, Microsoft would be at the top of the waterfall. They have said that among the changes they wanted was a larger and more experienced board of directors, because the previous board was only made up of 6 people, including Sam Altman himself. That's too small for a company of the size of OpenAI today. If OpenAI's board of directors didn't fire Sam Altman, Microsoft would not have been able to assert more pressure to restructure the board and negotiate to get a seat at the top of the waterfall. At the time of recording, I do not know if Microsoft would get what they want, but that's a hopeful catalyst that Microsoft investors are dying for. Google has been challenging Microsoft's position in many areas, including its net browser, Bing. Microsoft have poured billions of dollars trying to mount a serious challenge to Google Chrome, but so far it hasn't been able to make any significant inroads in search engine business against Google. With OpenAI by its side, Microsoft Bing's AI adoption could lead to a dramatic shift in its market share and really put on a good fight with Google. It's going to be interesting to see how the story unfolds. So, do you think Microsoft will get what it wants with OpenAI? Grab a popcorn and get ready for a good show. Anyways, thanks for watching today's video and hope to see you guys in the next one.